Hey, Tuber! I've had a great month. Thought I'd give you a little bit of a life update. I lost, God, this has been a crazy last year. About 6 months ago now, well, like November-ish. I'm not too good with dates. My friend Rob died, and just in the last 2 months, 2 of my grandmother's sisters have died. My great aunts, who I wasn't that close to, but I would see once a year, and you know, occasional birthday cards and stuff. Yeah, and it's been just over a week since that third funeral I've been to in the last half a year. And I got some stuff from her. I got from my great aunt Helen. My earliest memory of her house was this safety glass that she had a whole bowl of in her, you know, great room. And interestingly, a lot of people specifically asked about this glass, and my aunt divided it into sixths, I think. There were 4 people other than me that expressed interest. I'm splitting this with my brother, and then she also split out a 6th portion in case somebody brought it up later. But I'll probably just give it to my brother. He can put it someplace where it's out in the open, you know. Gur's doing fine. Aren't you, Gur? Yeah. What else? I left my camera in my girlfriend's car. It felt weird to not be able to record, and also I have 2 computers, but I've been transferring stuff with my flashcards data, so like I couldn't do some editing and stuff too. Hey there. I think the boys are doing pretty well. We're worried about Peace. He's got we think it's a thyroid problem. We got him some meds. Great, I get to mash up some pills and in with tuna. I hate the smell of tuna. Twice a day. Fun. So we just went to the vet today about that. And it could be kidney or something else, but the best guess and the easiest, the cheapest thing to check is just give him some meds to calm down his thyroid. If your thyroid weakens, it's not really a problem, at least not for a few years. But if your thyroid, if you have hyperthyroid condition, kicks into high gear, and it causes problems for your body. It can kill you in a matter of, you know, months or whatever. My car died. I mentioned that in a recent vlog, which I did from my newly dead car. I bought a new one. It's a Chevy Cavalier. I never anticipated I'd be a Chevy driver, but this was guy hit a tree with this. Can you believe that? Hit a tree with this car. The insurance company totaled it, and he bought it back from them, you know, at like 20% of the price or whatever. So he put that money into working on rebuilding this, and I think that's pretty cool, because otherwise this car would end up in a salvage yard like my old one did. But what to tell you? So yeah, new car. I'm still getting used to this. I also got this walrus from my great aunt Helen's house. I didn't take much. We had a day where we gathered there. I took some silverware, a couple pots that I can put to use. I waited until stuff had been fairly picked over by family members, but there was still a lot of stuff left, and you know, I just took some pots and some vinyl records that I know will have a good home now. What else? Bought some gum today that comes out of the ass end of a sheep. Isn't that exciting? They had pigs and cows too, but the sheep I thought was kind of... Anyways, it's got horns, so I guess it's a ram. Yeah, so all the contents from my Contours trunk are now in the back seat of my Cavalier, and all the chaff that was elsewhere throughout the car. I've thrown into the trunk. I don't know why I'm showing you the trunk. I'm not! Ha! I'm teasing you. God, what else? I don't know. With all the chaos, you know, I've been to the Secretary of State 3 times. I learned that in Michigan, if you get stopped for a minor infraction, I went straight where I was supposed to only turn right. It was stupid. It was 3 in the morning. It was heavy downpour. I could barely see. I was straining my eyes looking carefully for pedestrians because there were people around, and I didn't notice the simple black and white sign that said turn right only. And it wasn't a one-way street or anything. They just wanted traffic to go right primarily when it was busy, because trying to cross the street there could slow things down during the day, but at night, anyways, I got stopped for that, but my insurance had lapsed just a couple months prior. I had moved and not gotten the renewal notice, etc. So they hit me with a bigger ticket for being uninsured than for running that, you know, going straight where I should have turned right. And apparently in Michigan, after paying for a ticket like this, which was $75 maybe, I'm just guessing at this point, it's been 2 years now. After that, you have to drive specifically to Detroit or Lansing, 2 locations in the state, to write a check for the driver responsibility fee, which is an extra fine imposed by the state that, you know, is handled by a different bureaucracy. I had to drive to Detroit. I mean, it's only an hour, but if I lived up north in the state or something, I'd be really pissed off for having to go that far just to pay money. And apparently, after paying the $200 and some driver responsibility fee, you're supposed to go back to a Secretary of State office to pay the driver's license reinstatement fee, which is another $120. So they're like triple dipping on this simple offense. Yeah, say that 3 times fast. Triple dipping on this simple offense. Anyway, so when I was driving my boss's van around to try and diagnose my dead car, which was, you know, miles away, dead in somebody's driveway, I got stopped for a brake light being out. He only issued me a warning for that, but he was kind enough to inform me that he could throw me into prison if he wished, because my license was expired. Nobody, when I paid the driver responsibility fee, told me I had to go back to the Secretary of State to reinstate my license. It said it expires in 2011. I never received anything in the mail, even though they know my address. I mean, it's been updated for 2 years now. The whole thing is ridiculous, anyway. But I think I finally have all that resolved. Sold my old car today to a scrapyard for just a couple hundred. Not even a couple hundred. My new car costs, you know, $1,500. Well, more than that, but anyways, yeah, money I was not intending to spend, but that's all delayed my vacation. I want to go out to California and just get someplace where I can relax for a while, slightly better weather, etc. I'm probably way over time, so I'll let you go back to sleep, Tuber. Talk to you later.